Okay, I'm about to power the heater up. Now I want you to notice, this is not the cord that came with it. It came with one of the big beefy 240 volt cords. This one's one off of a crappy space heater that the reason it died was because the heating coils went out. Sounds like a frog just jumped in the pond. Now this is the intake and this is the exhaust. Most heaters today would have the intake come into here. Wait, the intake would come in here. Oops. The intake would come in here and blow out here. Or at least that's what I noticed on most of today's heaters. And today's heaters, instead of that little bundle of coils, have big round coils. About the size of 3-inch PVC tubing. Let's plug it in. Now see, it blows quite nicely. I can hear the little rumble the motor makes. Now it blows out quite a little pleasant breeze despite it being hot. And here goes the heat. Now within seconds it reaches probably 200 or 300 degrees. And within a few minutes it'll reach 500 degrees. I'm just going to flip off the coils now and just let it blow off all the rest of the heat. Now, whenever I get some more upgrades for it, I'm going to make another video. But here's what I'm going to do. At the Home Depot they got them junction box. I'm going to add more onto this heater. Right now it has no ground, no overheat, no basic safeties for if anything happened to this fan. If this fan goes out and them coils overheat, no telling what'll happen. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start filming what I'm going to add on to it in a few months. There's the original thermostat cover, and here's the original thermostat. The original thermostat, the little parts inside of it, the little spring that keeps everything together, it flipped out of its slot and tore everything into pieces. Here's one of the two little LEDs, which I will reinstall that in a few days whenever I find a new thermostat. There's the heating coil. I can't add any more of those in because if I add any more in, it warms up the house too fast. Plus, we don't have any circuits that support more than 4,000 watts. Here's all the little ceramic pieces that went with that coil, and here's all the other little pieces. These two little fans are just in case it goes out. Now notice that these fans are just glued to the bearing instead of screwed and everything. It's not, and these have a little beefier motor, but they're not as good as that one. Here's the switch panel. This will be the fan on, and these two will be turn the heat on, where you have to click in 2 buttons instead of 1. Basically the same system we got now. Probably don't want to do that. There's a little piece that goes with this thermostat. Now I tried using this, but the coils, once they turn on, they don't turn off. They draw too much power. And if someone could tell me what this thing is, I would really appreciate it. Because I have no idea what this is. It does a little click. It's got numbers on it. It's got a bunch of numbers on the bottom. But I have no idea what it does. It was mounted on the outflow. There's the little top plate that holds the heating coils together. Here's the little box from another heater. There's the thermostat thing. And there's another broken fan. Well, that's about it. Whenever I add on the next upgrades, I'll be adding on a thermostat and a ground cord. Like this one.